Keep it down now. What's up, gang? Welcome back to another episode of Pharaoh News Daily. Man, today I got a good one for y'all. I'm bringing you clean-cut footage inside the courtroom on the capital murder charge of Antonio Armstrong Jr., the 16-year-old that was accused of killing both parents. Back in 2016, which will be 7 years ago, mother, Dawn Armstrong, and father, former NFL player Antonio Armstrong Sr. These are the closing arguments, so today you'll be able to hear the closing argument from both parties, the state's district attorneys and the defense attorneys.
Those 4 words. Simple. The alarm doesn't lie. She had no idea at the time that she sent that back in April of 2016, the meaning and symbolism of those words now come to represent, paving the way for the prosecution's case, rallying behind a mother who believed in justice, a mother who believed in holding the right person accountable, and a mother who knew the truth long before any of us ever did. Dawn Armstrong is speaking to us in this courtroom today. And it's time we listened.
That's what the state wants you to believe. All right, let's talk about that, because if that's the case, every single piece of evidence relating to Dawn and Antonio's murders has to be inside that house. Every single piece of evidence. Because if you can't get in, you can't get out. It all has to be in there. So when you start pressing the state, and we heard it earlier, when you start pressing the state about where is the evidence, especially all the scientific evidence, they have nothing but excuses. Nothing but excuses. When we start asking about the DNA, when we start asking about the GSR, when we start asking about blood and blood spatter, there can't be any blood spatter because Dawn Armstrong had long hair. Okay. Fingerprints. Where's the fingerprints? Bloody clothes, shoes, gloves, something that puts AJ in the bedroom pulling the trigger. There is nothing. Absolutely nothing. They just argue to you that they can't say if there's scientific evidence or not. Ladies and gentlemen, if they can't tell you if there's scientific evidence or not, then they can't meet their burden.
Objection to misstatement or beyond a reasonable doubt is, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Both ADT and Alarm.com testified that they didn't perform any testing at all on the alarm equipment at the Armstrong's residence. They didn't perform any kind of testing on the accuracy of the records contained in their documentation. They did nothing. They just blindly say, hey, here's our records. You have to believe them. This is solid. This is gold. This is like the Bible. You have to believe it because we printed it out. No backup, no, hey, before we submit this as evidence in this case, let's make sure that this stuff is accurate. None of that was ever done. None of it, the functioning of the equipment, no test was ever done. Tim Rader agreed that the alarm system at the Armstrong's residence was subject to compromise. It's subject to compromise by an intruder who can gain access to the house through a bypass opening. But let's look at the errors in the records. This isn't hard to understand. We spent a lot of time going through these records, and everybody explained what these records are and what happened.
Judge, I'm going to object at this point to publishing any document to this jury that's not in evidence.
All right, please approach with the exhibits.
Yes, Your Honor.
The first attorney you heard talking was the state's district attorney. I can't stand that nigga. I hate how that bitch nigga talk. You know, a nigga already hate DAs, but fuck that boy. And that's all I got to say on that. The second guy, pretty cool guy, you know, decent. And he did the boy justice, you know. This is a tough case, so it's like 50-50. Y'all just gotta keep tuning in and, you know, just watch and see what's up. But the second guy was, of course, the defense attorney. Now, the two that come after this is gonna be the second defense attorney, which get better. He did a great job. And then, I ain't gonna lie, the second district attorney, ooh, that boy told him a new asshole, so I don't know what the hell. This shit is a crazy story, man. This shit, hey, we just gotta sit back, wait and see what's their verdict.